Hey everybody, Brock Frady here, helping you enjoy your ride. In this video, we're going to take a look at a really special truck that I bet you've never ever seen before. It's a 2017 Toyota Tacoma, but this has a package on it called the MST package. MST stands for Mid-State Toyota. I'm coming to you from Mid-State Toyota in Asheboro, North Carolina, and they've made their own Tacoma. The base MSRP of this vehicle is $32,765 before any optional equipment. After adding optional equipment from the factory, it's $35,420. Now when Mid-State Toyota got done with it, adding all kinds of amazing off-road things, 3M window tint, Old Man Emu suspension, ARB summit bar, roof rack, big beefy BF Goodrich KO2 tires, and the TRD bed lock. That's actually a pretty cool feature. You can lock the bed with the remote. The window tint is $399. The Old Man Emu suspension upgrades are $1579. ARB summit bar, $2474. Roof rack is $399. The BFG tires, $965. And the TRD bed lock option is $940. And just cool stuff. MSRP, $42,176. Let's take a look at this special taco. That is a GoPro mount. That is pretty cool. That actually comes from the factory. So you know what they want you to do? They want you to go out and have fun in this truck. So put your GoPro up there and go have fun in this thing, but always wear your seatbelt and be careful. Never drink and drive, never text and drive, and hug your mom. The engine is a 3.5 liter V6 with 278 horsepower, making 265 pound-foot of torque. And this engine is extremely strong, extremely good, reliable, and you can basically just take it anywhere, especially in this truck. The four-wheel drive system is called four-wheel drive demand. It's a part-time 4x4 system with a 2-speed transfer case that is electronically controlled. Automatic limited slip differential. The front suspension is double wishbone and it's coil spring. You can see it right there, it is. And the rear suspension is leaf spring. There's your leaf springs right there. Check out that summit bar. You've got integrated LED marker lights there. The fog lights are on, as you can see. And they have actually taken this and matched the paint from the body to the paint on the summit bar, and the paint on the body is called quicksand, and this thing just looks a little bit intimidating, doesn't it? There's the big fat BF Goodrich TRD off-road tires that I was talking about, and they're all-terrain, and you can see right there it says K02, and obviously they're mud and snow. They are LT 285/75 R16 tires. The Tacoma badges are black. Love that. MST is Mid-State Toyota Off-Road. There's your ARB and your 4x4 suspension by Old Man Emu. Look how beefy that is. I mean, this is That's my hand. And that is a big, fat bar. That thing just ain't playing no games. All right, check out this the bed here with the, oh, you know what? All right, here is your key. You have lock on the top, unlock below that, panic alarm on the very bottom. And you saw that there was a little delay to activate the panic alarm, and then I just hit unlock in order to deactivate the panic alarm. One of the cool things about this truck in particular is that it actually has a locking bed. There's a lock on the tailgate. Watch this, I'm gonna lock it, and nothing. Then I'm gonna unlock it, and I can drop it right on down. It also has an easy open feature, so I can take this and I can just, from the up position, I can just let it fall open. It's not gonna slam open. Let's take a look inside. The interior, as you can imagine, being on a utility vehicle like this, is gonna be tough and rugged. The seats feel nice and firm, but not too firm. You have a very functional interior seat here. You can actually pull that up. You've got a little bit of storage there. It's actually a decent amount of storage that you can use here. And then this seat will actually fold forward as well. What's neat about it is that you can pop the head rest down. You can just fold it flat right there. Then you can pull the tab, and that will fold in that position. So you can do the same thing for the seat over there. It's a 60-40 split, and you can have a lot of room to carry big items. Pop it back up and down, seat bottom back in place, and you're good to go. You've got little buttons right there on the seat bottoms, and that's for a child safety seat. If you put your finger right down in there, you can feel like a steel bar, and that's attached to the frame. That's where you're going to put your safety harness touch points for a child safety seat. All-weather rubber floor mats. The inside of the door there with the contrasting gray and black interior trim. Power window controls. Place for a couple of water bottles. You have a power point right down here on the back of the center console. I'm sorry, that's not a power point. That's actually a cool USB port that will charge your phone. No audio, charging only. That's pretty sweet. Pretty innovative right there. Now there are no step bars on this, nor is there a grab handle on the driver's side. There is a grab handle on the passenger side, but nothing on the driver's side. So some of you might have to get a running start to jump up in it. Your automatic power windows here, or actually one of them is automatic down and up, and the rest are hold, lock and unlock, window lock, mirror controls. You turn it left and it will adjust the mirror. Turn it right, it'll adjust the passenger side mirror. And this is the switch, toggle switch here is for the light in the bed light. On the center position makes it cut on when the door opens, and that's off manually. You have a control here, and that is going to control the lumbar. So as you turn it, it will increase and decrease the position of the lumbar strength. You have the little lever here that's going to control the position of the seat back. And again, nice bolstering here. It's nice and firm to keep you in place. And the materials here are rugged, but still comfortable. I love the interior of this thing. Everything is laid out really well, is easy to understand, and also is easy to operate. There's really no second guessing on what anything is. There's no real like hieroglyphics that you have to learn. On the left side of the steering wheel, you've got steering wheel audio controls, voice controls, and this controls the mode. And you can also mute the radio by holding it and pressing it in. or pressing in and holding it, it'll mute the radio. But what mode means is it will allow you to change from AM, FM, XM, Bluetooth audio, CD, auxiliary, and USB. That's a lot of functions. So you can change those modes right there if you want to listen to a different audio mode. Volume increase, volume decrease, and then station and track scan. If you're listening like to a CD or XM radio, you can change the channel there. Multi-information display controls, up, down, left, right, and then you have a selector button right there in the middle. That's going to allow you to make the selection. Then you have a back arrow to go to the back screen or the previous screen, and then you have a pages icon that's more information. So we're going to be taking a look at that multi-information display in between the tachometer and the speedometer, and I'm going to be using this multi-directional keypad for that. I'm going to be pressing here to make selections. We're going to start here with settings, and it's the little gear icon. So I'm going to press in, language, units, drive info 1, 2, and 3. This allows you to customize the driving information that you see on this screen. You see the I in the top left, that's information. You see the little blue bar on the right side that gives you an indication of where we are on the screen. So I can press down and move down one block. That's drive info 2, and that's drive info 3. Now, the screen that I just showed you, I'm going to go back again and go to settings. So you see drive info 1, 2, 3. This allows me to customize the screens that I just showed you. So I can press the center button, and now I can select which one I want to be displayed for drive info number 1. Okay, then drive info number 2 and drive info number 3. So what you want to do is customize those to the information that you want to see in priority. What do you want to see first? Then you should put that in 1, so on and so forth. Pop-up display, this allows you to control the brightness of this display itself, and also the phone. Do you want the phone to pop up whenever somebody calls you through Bluetooth? Do you want that to pop up right there? In shift position, you can see down there it says park. So that's all displayed. Accent color, I can change my colors around. Let's change it to match with this truck, that quicksand color. You can program the little pages icon that's on the face of the steering wheel on the right side, and you're going to hold that pages icon down to customize any screen that you want to right there. Maintenance, reset, and default settings. Okay, so that's settings. Then you've got information. That's what we just hit on, and so this is where you can basically see a lot of fuel economy information. Then we're going to go right, and that is audio. And then I can push the center button to pick the source of audio that I want to listen to. AM, FM, XM. If I have a CD in the CD player, that will be highlighted. USB, you can actually put information, radio or songs on a USB, like a thumb drive or a flash drive, and that will allow you to listen to it through there. Bluetooth audio, that's streaming from your phone, like Pandora, Slacker radio, something like that. You can also actually stream audio from YouTube videos like this video you're watching. So I really recommend what you do is to get into your car and put one of How To Car Guy, one of my videos on your phone to play, but don't watch it while you're driving. You can just sit it down and listen to the audio there. It's a great idea. And then you have auxiliary. There's an auxiliary port down below the climate control system, and that's where you can access the information for that. Tire pressure monitor system. This shows you the tire pressure in the tires. And then no messages, no emergency messages or anything. Then back to settings. Okay, so that's the center multi-information display. You can see your tachometer is on the left with your temperature gauge down below that. Speedometer on the right, and your fuel gauge. And your odometer is control is over here on the left, and you can actually turn this and control the brightness. You see that? And you do have to click, and you can hold it. You can turn and hold it, and it will decrease the brightness or increase the brightness when you turn it left and right all the way. And then I can push in, and that's going to say trip A, trip B, and then back to odometer. Now I want to take trip A back to 0. So I'm going to get it to trip A, and then I'm going to press in and hold, and it brings it right back to 0. On the far left over here is our turn signal and our headlight stalk. So I can roll this all the way forward to cut the headlights on. I can do that for the parking lights. DRL is daytime running lights. Then I can cut everything off there. And then this is for my fog lights. And then my turn signal is here. And this is really neat. You can actually push down the turn signal stalk, and without fully engaging it, just tap it down. Oops, not like that, like this. And it does a 3-blink lane change indicator. Check it out. On the right side is the control for my windshield wipers, and you can see I can take this and push it up, and it missed, then that's off, then I pull it down, and intermittent, low and high. This controls the speed of my intermittent wipers, and I can pull this back to wash the windshield. On the left side, you have audio, apps, and home. On the right side, you have seek, track, and play and pause. On the very top right, above the silver dial over there, you have your phone button, and then over on the far left, you have an eject button for the CD player. When I press audio, it shows me this screen. I can select an audio source if I want to. I can press apps here, and it says no apps are connected, but then I can go here and see what apps are available. And I can press setup, and this is how you're going to customize the vehicle to exactly the way you want it to work. One of the things that I really recommend you do if you get a system like this in your Toyota is to spend a good amount of time in this specific screen setup, because this is going to control or this is going to allow you to customize these specific settings for exactly how you want your truck to work. Let me give you an example. We can go general, and so this is going to be how you control everything that's on that left side. You can actually customize the startup image whenever you start the vehicle. You can make it, you can put up any picture that you want to, as long as you put it on a flash drive and put it in the USB port down there. You can actually put your own customized startup image there. Okay, we're going to go back to apps and set up again. And then home screen, this is really, really cool. I'm going to go 3-panel, and you see weather, audio, and phone. That's absolutely perfect, because for a lot of people, the thing that they want to see when they first get in their vehicle is the weather. They want to listen to the radio, and then they want to make sure that their phone is hooked up. So we can go here, and there it is. Check it out. Audio, phone, weather on the right side. Now, this is actually clickable. So I can press that side, and whenever you touch that side, it's going to expand the whole screen to the weather menu. I can go 3-day, and there's our 3-day forecast coming up. I can hit the back arrow, and then I can see current weather, recently checked, national cities, other. Pretty awesome. And then I can go traffic, and this is going to show me what the current traffic condition is around the vehicle. This is not subscription based, by the way. This is through HD radio, so it's just software. And then messages, if I have my phone hooked up, I can the truck can actually read my emails and text messages out loud. Eco allows me to see real-time fuel economy information. And then there's my home screen that we just customized. And then when I press audio, I'm actually going to cut that down. You see over here on the left side, I have 1 through 6. A neat thing about this is that I can combine AM, FM, and XM all in one set. So I no longer have to go here to source and pick a different source if I want to listen to it. I can just combine them all right there, so they're in one group. So you see right here, 92.3, that's FM. 1000 is AM. 001 is XM. So they're all combined. So I can just press that if I wanted to listen to 92.3, and then I can go here and go to XM.
What makes the Weather Channel's coverage?
My goodness. Then I can go to XM without having to change the source. It's all combined. Then I see a little arrow here, and I actually have the opportunity to put in up to 36 presets. That's a lot. Pretty nifty. I can go to options, and the climate control system is just below the infotainment screen, and there are 4 dials that you see. On the left is my 4-wheel drive, 2-wheel drive system control. One next to that is fan speed, To the right of that is temperature, and to the right of that is fan mode or fan direction. In the middle of that is a button, and that's recirculate. You're going to want to use that in the summertime for when it's really, really hot. That basically gives you an extra fan speed in the summertime. And then in between that is air conditioning. I can see my hazard lights are right here. And then that is the button for your heated mirrors. It's good to use when it's cold outside. ECT Power causes the transmission to change shift points to give you more torque on takeoff. Pretty handy feature. And here is a little door for USB port and then an auxiliary. And then you've got a power point that you can access right there. And that all came from right there. Pretty neat. The transmission is automatic. It is a 6-speed sequential shift transmission. It's in park now. I pull it straight down to drive. And that's just basically what you're going to usually drive the vehicle in. At any speed, I can flip it over to the left. And at that point, in the center information display, popped up a 4, 5, 6. And here's what that looks like. That's why that's changing. I'm pushing up, and now I'm going to pull back. So that allows me to change gears manually without a clutch. Neutral. Then when I put it in reverse, I have my backup camera right there. And you can see that blue grid. Whenever you use this properly, you can actually park this thing more straight backwards than you can forward. And what you're going to do is line up that blue grid inside the white lines on the parking lot, and then you're going to put that red line on the white line on the lot that goes across that will allow you to back into the space. So I really recommend getting used to that and using that to back into spaces. Make sure you check all your surroundings so that you're always safe. Parking brake, e-brake. Here is the center console, and this is where you can keep whatever things you want to keep in your center console, because that's where that is, and that's where you're going to keep things. Cup holder here, and another 2 cup holders there. A little bit of storage, and you also have another cup holder there. Here are your plugs for your running lights and your electric brakes in the event that you're pulling a pretty hefty trailer. So on the right side, this is just going to be running lamps, a ground, left and right, and that's what that looks like. And then this one is kind of the full deal. It's your big connector, 7-pin connector, I believe. Yep. And then here's your trailer hitch. And check out this bed rail system. It has these big cleats that can go into this rail system that lock into it to give you kind of a customizable way to put those cleats into the bed in case you have things that you need to move that are different in size or bigger or whatever. You can basically customize the point at where you put the cleats. You've got a little bit of storage there. You have the same on the other side. And then you see this cutout. That's really neat because the same is on the other side, and there's one up above there in the wheel, and that's where you can actually put like a board that is the proper width that's cut out for it, and you can have a kind of a shelf system there if you want to. It's the window that's in the back that opens up with your third tail light, your shark fin antenna. All right, everybody, that's it for the 2017 Toyota Tacoma MST version. I'd love to hear what you think about this awesome truck. And I'd like to thank Midstate Toyota in Ashburn, North Carolina for the opportunity to film this one of Toyota Tacoma. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. If you would like content just like this delivered fresh to you, hot off the press when I make it, then pound that subscribe button, and I'd love to take you on the journey of looking at cool new vehicles just like this one. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a wonderful day.